I wonder if they're referring to Arnold's T800 or the liquid metal T1000 model. Yahoo News reports that Russia has concocted a wild new explanation for why their quick takeover of Ukraine fell apart. They say it's because Ukrainian troops were turned into superhuman killing machines during secret experiments in American-run Biolabs, of course. Never mind the reports of Russian troops refusing to fight by the thousands, sabotaging their own shoddy equipment, and even deliberately wounding themselves to abandon the war. Russian lawmakers claim the real setback for Moscow was drugged-up Ukrainian soldiers. That claim has been made by two Russian lawmakers heading up a commission to investigate biolaboratories in Ukraine. Konstantin Kosachev, the deputy speaker of Russia's Federation Council, and Irina Yarovaya, deputy chair of the State Duma, touted what they described as bombshell findings from the investigation. Testing of Ukrainians' POW's blood, they claimed, uncovered a range of diseases that suggest they were secretly experimented on for military purposes. They also suggested that performance-enhancing drugs are still being given to Ukrainian soldiers in order to completely neutralize the last traces of human consciousness and turn them into cruel and deadly monsters. The claims appear to be a new take on the Biolabs conspiracy theory that Russia's defense ministry has routinely rolled out to try and justify the war. So there you have it. Russia's military setbacks are the result of mutant Ukrainian troops. Sounds like their entire investigation involved watching episodes of The Boys on Amazon Prime.
Okay, this one fits under the category of, what is your time worth? The Washington Post reports that a Missouri man is suing Bass Pro Shops because they allegedly stopped honoring a lifetime guarantee on wool socks. Kent Slaughter, great name, bought about a dozen pairs of socks from Bass Pro Shops over the better part of a decade, and Slaughter took advantage of a lifetime guarantee associated with the brand Red Head All-Purpose Wool Socks. Over the years, Slaughter returned multiple pairs of socks back to the Bass Pro Shop in Springfield, Missouri, where he'd bought them, according to a new lawsuit. Each time, employees honored the promise, swapping the worn-out socks for new ones. Then, one day last year, they refused, the suit says. Instead, Bass Pro allegedly offered to trade his lifetime warranty socks, which sell for $11.99, for some with a 60-day warranty.
Yeah.
Now, Slaughter is suing Bass Pro, claiming the Missouri-based outdoor retail giant is duping customers with a hollow promise that no longer lasts a lifetime. He filed a class action lawsuit in the U.S. District Court of Western Missouri, because of course he did. And he's asking for a jury trial and is seeking $5 million in damages for himself and anyone who joins his suit, because of course he is. Singleton Schreiber, the California-based law firm representing Slaughter, told the Washington Post, "This lawsuit is about one simple principle: a corporation's obligation to tell consumers the truth." Chris Rodriguez, another lawyer representing Slaughter, told the Post that he knows his client's handful of purchases over the years aren't a high-dollar issue. But that's the reason they're inviting other Bass Pro customers to join the class action suit. Right, that's the reason.
Well, at least he's a criminal who appreciates good manners, I guess. WTNH News 8 reports that police in Hamden, Connecticut, arrested a man for allegedly pointing a gun at customers after they didn't say thank you when he held the door open for them, the department said. 25-year-old Joshua Murray had held the door open for two female customers outside of a Family Dollar store one Saturday night. A witness reported Murray was upset after not receiving a thank you, leading him to point his firearm at them. Murray did not have a permit for the gun, which is a felony. Hamden police responded to the scene and located Murray about half a mile away, where he interfered with the arresting officers. No one was injured at the original incident or during the arrest. Murray was charged with carrying a pistol without a permit, 2 counts of breach of peace in the 2nd degree, and interfering with a police officer. He was held on a $25,000 bond. Now, maybe it's just millennial me, but I'm thinking that forgetting to say thank you doesn't justify somebody pulling a gun on you. I take it that Mr. Murray was already having a bad day prior to that incident. Or maybe he wasn't happy that he had to go to the Family Dollar store. Maybe Dollarama is more his jam. Although the name of the store is a bit misleading, because they sell products now priced up to $5. Did you know that?
Maybe this could be the premise to a sequel to the movie Up. And hopefully less depressing too, because the opening of that movie, my heart. Glad Bible reports that 2 teenagers have confessed to stealing a ton of chewing gum. 18-year-old Keon Sanderson and 19-year-old Ellis Bennick from England must have really wanted minty fresh breath. The pair pleaded guilty to stealing from a Wrigley's truck after the driver pulled into a truck stop for a nap. And that must have been quite the nap, because he apparently didn't awake from his slumber while the two cut a hole into the side of the truck and transferred 7 of the 19 pallets of gum into their own van. Gloucestershire police have estimated that the two stole around 30,000 British pounds worth of gum, or the equivalent of 36,000 US dollars. I told you, it was a ton of chewing gum. Police were called by a passerby who spotted the thieves. They quickly pursued the young men who refused to stop their vehicle. More officers joined the pursuit, then apparently the truck driver woke up from his nap and even he joined the chase. Eventually, the teenager's vehicle was cornered by police, so they ran away on foot. Finally, a police dog named Tekla and its handler sniffed the pair out. And most of the stolen chewing gum is reported as being recovered. Wait, most of it? How long did they have to chew it? The boys were released on bail, and because they had pretty clean records, they were ordered to complete 150 hours of community service, according to PA Media. As for why they did it, they claimed they stole the gum in a bid to settle a debt. Now, that's interesting. I guess they must have met a loan shark with a hankering for juicy fruit? You know, 'cause that taste it's gonna move ya.
If you want to see all our videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, click the subscribe button below. I mean, hey, my cat's gotta eat.